Hello, everyone. This is George, real estate agent, author, and the speaker, here with my lovely friend.
Hi everyone, I am Elle, relationship coach and also a real estate agent.
And today's episode is what am I looking for in a relationship? Oh man, this is going to get a little interesting today.
Yes.
So, why is it important to know what you're looking for in a relationship? Why is that important?
It's basically understanding what your needs are again, to see, are you looking for a committed relationship? Are you looking for a casual relationship? What are you looking for? I mean, starting when you interact with that other person, are you able to communicate that okay, you know what, I'm looking for a committed relationship to expand to the rest of my life, or I mean, depending how old you are, because sometimes things changes. So that's basically it.
Some of us are running out of time, okay? Males and females, so we don't got all the time in the world. So we really need to make a decision. Are we looking for a long-term relationship, or are we looking for flings, and going out and stuff like that? That's really, really important. Now, a lot of people want to say, well, I'm just living my best life and having fun. Yeah, you're living your best life having fun while somebody's trying to take you serious. And by the time you want to take somebody else serious, they might not want to take you serious because they're already busy with somebody else that actually took them serious. So that's pretty important. Now, as far as when somebody's undecided, what should they do or not do when they're undecided what they really want? Should they just put themselves out there just to see what happens and break a bunch of hearts, or they should pull back, heal some stuff, and then see, okay, what do I really want out of a relationship? What's the better approach?
The best scenario is to actually just pull back, actually look and see, meditate, take some coaching, take some classes, understand where you want to go, what are your needs are. Again, some people their needs are to be with someone for a short period of time, just to finish what they're looking for in that section of their life. But sometimes they want to build a house, build a family, they want to live together, live in a certain city, because to be close to the family, if they have siblings or they have children from the past. So it just depends who you are and where you are in your timeline.
Now, what you said about children, and there's a lot of people, males and females, some of them, they don't want to have kids. So if you make the mistake or the decision to date somebody that doesn't want to have kids, that's a big no-no, because that's not going to take you far in a relationship. Now, if you do manage to get married with this individual and they don't want to have kids and they have kids, what do you think is going to happen to that poor child or your children? They're probably not going to show them that love that you feel they should give them, because they never wanted kids to begin with. And the reason I say that is because I know some people that they're under the same situation, and let me tell you, it's not pretty, and that's not fair to the child, and it's not fair to the person that said that they didn't want any children. Not to justify any action, but they clearly made it known that they didn't want any children. What do you think about that scenario?
So, yeah, that's why it's best to communicate that just at the beginning of a relationship. I have a client, they're in their 70s, and they're kind of regret because they didn't have any children, because the ex had 4 and didn't want to have any.
Yeah.
So they said okay, and they just went through that. But then now at this age, they're kind of questioning themselves, why didn't I have any kids? So it just, sometimes it's easier to say, you know what, this is what I want. I want to have kids, maybe 1, maybe 2. I want to live in California. I want to live in this city. I want to be close to my sister. I want to be close to my brother. I mean, just
all your loved ones, of course.
yeah. Or my mother. It's just like, just to let them know this is what I like to do.
Yeah.
This is where I want to live. And if that other person has the same kind of needs, they can see and compromise to see, okay, if it's in California and the other the partner is, their parents are in Arizona, so it's not that far.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just kind of make it work.
Yeah, make travel arrangements.
Yeah, so but they have to understand that this is his need, this is my need, and then, or this is her need.
Yeah.
Then we have to kind of make it work throughout the years, so that both parties would be happy.
Now, another thing that comes up a lot is that some partners no longer want to work. They want to stay at home, either fathers or mothers, right? Let's not talk bad about one or the other. And but the person they're being forced to stay home still wants to have a career, right? They don't want to stay at home. They want a career. They want to keep growing their life and whatnot. But then you have the kids situation where they want to have kids, but they also want to have careers also. So we have to have like a somewhat of a balance between life, career, so we don't regret anything in life when we're 70 or 80 years old, where, oh my God, maybe we should have had a couple of kids, because who's going to really take care of us at our old age? Because we're all going to get there. Who's going to take care of us? And the reason I say that is because I actually know somebody that's under that situation now, that they're taking care of grandma, and they realize, wait a minute, we're taking care of grandma, but who's going to take care of me?
So I guess nowadays you cannot kind of say, okay, my kids are going to take care of me.
Yeah.
It just, that kind of scenario doesn't kind of work at this.
For a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
And if you have any kids, then yeah, so you have to be understanding that where you are.
Yeah.
And how you want to spend the rest of your life. There are some ways of kind of being able to take care of yourself in your old age.
Yeah, plan for long-term.
Yeah, there's a long-term care.
Long-term care and stuff. Plan for that, especially if you don't have any kids. It's better to do it earlier than too late, and live with regrets. Is there something else that's important as far as relationships that are really important as you start dating, that could potentially become a problem in the future if you don't address these things at the very beginning? Is there anything else that comes to mind, maybe from one of your clients, that they might have shared?
It's just the understanding, again, about your needs. And it may change as you grow older or younger.
Yeah.
But it's easier to kind of understand what your needs are and be able to communicate it. If you change your mind at any time, it's okay, as long as you say, okay, you know what, I thought that I wanted that, but this past, 4 years or 5 years, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
Now I understand that things has changed and I have changed, so this is what I want now. I mean, as long as you communicate it and see if you can balance it out with your partner and you come up with a solution, both of you, then it will work.
And that's perfectly fine, because we do mature over time, and what we think today might not be the best thing for us in a couple of years. So that makes perfect sense. Is there anything that you would like to share from your personal relationships that you might want to share with the viewers here, that's not too touchy?
My personal relation.
From one of your past relationships?
My past relationship. I after like 10 years in that relationship, I understood that, okay, this is where I am. This is not where I wanted to be. And I really kind of missed out, and I didn't know my needs.
Yeah.
And I did not communicate that. And that's why it has not been working in the way that it should be working.
Yeah.
So that was my mistake.
Yeah.
That was my 2%.
And thank you for sharing that, because I actually have a similar situation too, that I had a discrepancy with boundaries and really expressing directly what my needs were and communicate that. And it also, I missed out on some things that I probably shouldn't have missed out on either. And the reason I asked you that, and thank you so much for sharing that, is because I think it's important for people to understand and realize that life happens whether we want to or not. It doesn't wait for anybody. And for us to think that life is going to wait for us, we are going to get a surprise, extremely painful surprise in the later years, thinking like, oh my God, I thought I had more time and I just ran out of time. So thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
So this has been a touchy episode. I hope you guys have learned something today from both of us. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to reach out to us. You'll find the information below this video. Is there any closing statements or messages you would like to share with our viewers? Or maybe how they can reach out to you, or what you can offer them as far as help?
Sure. My website is hearttoheartcoaching.org or coach-l.com if it's easier. I do actually offer a complimentary 30-minute session, so we can talk about where you are and where you want to go, and then see how we can work together.
And completely transparent from you guys, I have learned so much doing these videos with Elle and conversations that I've had with her. It has made me realize and bring out a lot of things that were inside of me that I didn't realize that they were some things that I should have taken care of. And potentially I could have even been a better person. So I hope that is helpful, and we will see you guys in the next episode. See you soon.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.